Hello guys, in this video we'll look at this small, practical and really good Steadicam. And the best part, it only costs $50. In my eyes, Steadicam is one of the most genius film gear inventions of all time. It was actually invented in the 70s by an inventor and cameraman called Garret Brown. Several directors got interested, and one of them was Stanley Kubrick. And in 1980, he pushed the invention even further when he made The Shining. He mounted the camera at the bottom of the Steadicam and made the famous shot of the boy cycling through the lobby at the hotel. This had never been possible with a dolly, so both Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese also showed their interest. The Steadicam was made with a vest and an arm connected to a sled. This setup made it possible to do long movements with the camera without getting too tired. As the technology has reduced the weight of the cameras, the Steadicams are now smaller and much cheaper. A full Steadicam system could cost up to $50,000, but this one costs only $50. So is this actually 1,000 times worse than a full system Steadicam? I don't think so, but let's figure it out. The Steadicam is called Yelangu s60t, and I bought it at the IBC expedition in Amsterdam for $50. You get it in this small bag together with a cute homeburned DVD with instructions on how to calibrate the Steadicam, a hex key, and some extra weights. This is the Steadicam itself. It's made out of carbon fiber and it weighs only 800 grams without the weights. The key elements of a good Steadicam is the 3-axis gimbal with the yaw axis, pitch axis and roll axis. The option to adjust the camera back and forth and side to side. Adding weights and adjusting it up and down. I know it's tempting to throw away the manual and just try to figure out how the product works ourselves, especially us men. But if you buy a Steadicam for your first time, reading the manual may be the smartest thing you can do. Because to get perfect smooth shots, the right balance is the thing. The Yelangu s60t can handle cameras up to 3 kilos, so DSLRs are perfect. Place the camera on top of the sled and then add all extra equipment you want to use. Then see if the sled rotates around or not. If the camera turns below the level of the bottom weights, then you would need to add extra weights. If it still rotates, you can make the sled a little bit longer. When the camera is above the level of the weights, you need to fine-tune it. Measure the time the sled rotates from horizontal to vertical position. This is a bit too fast. Try to adjust it so it only uses a couple of seconds. Even though it doesn't rotate to full vertical position, this is a better rotating speed. Now adjust the camera position until the sled is perfectly balanced vertically. So now it's perfectly balanced because I can move it around and it still keeps itself vertical. So let's figure out how well it works. Two friends of mine, Eskil and Tor-Andre, joined to make a little improvised film.
Hva skal filmen hete, Eskil?
Kan den ikke hete bare...
Kan du legge fra en Sony-kamera? Det ser så dårlig ut.
Åja, sorry.
I used my Panasonic GH4, Sigma 18-35mm lens and a Rode video mic to record. And this is the result, shot entirely on the Yelangu s60t.
Alla. Hvem er du? Ny audition neste tirsdag klokka 8.
Okay, that was probably a bit strange ending. Anyway, I think the Steadicam worked great. But when I was about to film this running shot, I noticed that the top of the Steadicam started to get a bit loose and making strange noises and wiggling the shot.
Get up.
So I took it to the garage and luckily managed to tighten it with a small hex key. But in addition to the loose top, one of the tighten mechanisms was broken, and I noticed it was made out of plastic. Now we may think, okay, this is a really crappy Steadicam, but I have to mention that I traveled to Poland just days before, and I didn't protect the Steadicam in the luggage, so it was probably thrown around inside the luggage and then broken. So it was kind of my fault, and luckily it was easy to fix it with some glue and some gaffer tape. So if you travel a lot and need a rock solid Steadicam, you should maybe look at some more expensive ones. There's a lot of different brands out there with various price, so it's not easy to figure out which one that fits you the best. But if you're using DSLR cameras or smaller and do take care of your equipment while traveling, the Yelangu s60t is the Steadicam you should buy. Actually, this Steadicam is cheaper than to build one yourself. I did that back in 2006 and made a company called Wacam. We sold over 70 Steadicams called Wacam Easy Pro, and this was the first prototype. Yeah, it doesn't look good, but it still works. If some of you guys actually own a Wacam Steadigo, it would be so cool if you could comment below and tell me if you still use it, because it's been 10 years since we made them. So yeah, I'm used to operating Steadicams, but how much does that affect the quality of the shots? Let's see if some of the guys at the office can handle this one. So this is Nicolai, he's an animator and he's done a little bit of filming before. This is Håvard, he's a sound designer and has never even touched a Steadicam. And this is me, Anders, quite experienced with Steadicams. We'll make a tracking shot and see how well each one of us do the shot with the Steadicam. Let me show you the shot. The camera moves forward along the hallway, turns around when the person enters, follows him in front, and then turns 90 degrees and end up him leaving the frame from behind. So let's start with Håvard, who has no experience with Steadicam.
Bedre da, takk. Hvordan gikk det?
Jeg følte at jeg hadde stålkontroll.
Ja.
Now let's take a look at the shot. Then it's Nicolai's turn.
Den snur seg. Du må ta på den da. Ja, du vrir på den på den måten. Bare sånn? Ja. Blir jeg besliten i armen. Vær så god.
It takes some practice to get smooth shots with a Steadicam, so don't be disappointed if you don't make it in the beginning. I really love the way the Steadicam can make a shot vivid and exciting, and there are so many ways of using it. So why need to buy a more expensive slider if you got a Steadicam, you may ask? A slider is perfect for slow and accurate movements with the camera. However, this is more difficult with a Steadicam, so it's a good idea to figure out what you need for your shots before shopping. And if you're interested in a really good slider, check out my recent video where I reviewed the most advanced slider I ever tested. So thanks for watching, subscribe to stay tuned, and I'll see you again in a new movie making tutorial. Ha det bra!